Hello everyone, I hope you're having an amazing day. I got a great video up for you today. This video is basically about the GTA 6 leaks that have been emerging as of this week. Honestly, when I saw these leaks, I couldn't believe it myself and thought Rockstar honestly went insane. So before we kind of go into that story, gotta get the YouTube stuff. If you could drop a like, subscribe, share this with your friends, and have your notifications on, it would really mean the world to me. And with that out of the way, let's get started. Alright, so this article I pretty much found a couple days ago, pretty much detailing leaks that have been found by Bloomberg on what GTA 6 will have in its both story and pretty much its presentation. Honestly, after I saw this, I was really upset and hope this actually isn't true. So here, let's go with the first one. I'll be pretty much putting screenshots and everything of like what I'm saying so you guys can follow along with me. Alright, here's the first one. GTA 6 is to have a female hero and scale back on the racism and sexist jokes. Alright, I can already see a problem just from the first line alone. Look, I'm gonna be honest, GTA is just absolutely known for pushing the envelope with like stereotypes of the American society. I mean, seriously. That's what GTA is known for. It's known for being sexist, out there, and just completely outlandish with like how it portrays just any community in general. I mean, literally, it makes basic, like, people, basic Americans look really, really bad in comparison. That's what GTA is. It's just a parody. It's funny. But no, apparently people don't like that nowadays. So, yeah, GTA 6 has to change for that. Alright, and this is like what they pretty much say. Here, I'll have another screenshot of the article. So, they pretty much say this. GTA 6 is one of the most anticipated games ever. Absolutely true. Despite the hype, the studio has been incredibly tight-lipped for almost a decade now. But a new report from Bloomberg has big details improving where the story has gone and will feature in the series. The first ever playable Latina woman. The first ever playable Latina woman. So, yippee! GTA 6 will be pairing two characters loosely inspired by the infamous robber duo Bonnie and Clyde. The female character is Latina and will be placed in kind of rural Miami and the surrounding areas. Rockstar has declined to comment on this. Alright, so I know I just like pretty much said a lot and I'm gonna pretty much go over it. So pretty much I'm gonna say this. Nobody wants Bonnie and Clyde, okay? I'm sorry. Like, that story has been done to death by Hollywood. Like, it's a pretty well-known story. Like, I'm pretty sure that most of the people watching pretty much know what it is. I mean, we've seen it 1,000 times in movies, shows, and a lot of other things. But that's, like, why I'm so confused about this leak is because with GTA stories, they're, like, groundbreaking and really, like, push the envelope for single-player games. Like, GTA 4's campaign was so good and basically spoke volumes. Same thing with GTA 5's. So, it's kind of weird that they're kind of doing a story that is readily known to a lot of people and, like, pretty much just like a love story. Something they haven't really done before. And I don't really agree with the direction. I mean, Bonnie and Clyde, that just sounds boring. Like, why would I want a dumb love story while I'm just basically just, like, robbing stores in the game? Like, that doesn't really make a whole lot of sense. It's just really weird. Just imagine that, like, you just got, like, a pointless love story while you're just trying to, like, rob a bank in the game. It's really weird. Alright, here's the next one. And this one's kind of just, like, I wasn't surprised that they said this, but, yeah. So here's the next screenshot. This is reported because of all the keeping in with an attempted culture shift at the company. So, shortly before the release of Red Dead 2 in 2018, Kotaku reported there was brutal overtime at the studio, and they had allegations of abuse behavior as well, including the vice president of development, Yurino Bonino. Whoa. Sorry if I mispronounced that, but I'm just gonna say this. I am so just like, oh, I almost had it. Like, I'm just gonna say this. When it comes to these companies, man, it's just like, this stuff has been behind closed doors for years. I remember at my first job, like, my boss literally would not let me get vacation days and make me work 14 hours extra. And he was a terrible person. This stuff was behind closed doors, and now it's just, like, pretty much out in the open for everyone to see. I mean it. It's just like, you pretty much hear every day, like, I mean, with Activision, it's like almost every day, but now with like just Fortune 500 companies, it's just like, oh yeah, this guy was a terrible person. It's like, look, I'm just gonna tell you this, as someone who works, they're never good. Like, no matter what company you're at, it's never good, and you just have to accept that. It's just how it is. But that's just a little tangent. Honestly, I'm kind of not surprised that they're going, you know, they're kind of going with that, like, approach, because they want to seem to look good. They want to get PR points. That's what they want to do. But this is the point where I got, like, actually fuming at the mouth, like, in the article, because I was just like, dude, I really hope that this isn't true and that they actually are lying about this. Okay, so here's the next screenshot. Bloomberg reports that an additional trying to get in the pace for the working conditions internally. The studio is also trying to be more culturally sensitive, especially since the American culture has become a parody of pretty much just like how it is, like of modern culture, you know, just like weak as everything. GTA games have been a parody of American culture dialed up to 11. It has been criticized in the past for the treatment of women and jokes kind of at minority groups and communities. A playable female lead apparently is their way of addressing that. Okay, this is where I'm getting actually really frustrated. Because, for one, they are trying to fix a problem that shouldn't be fixed. Like, GTA is known for that. And the article is absolutely right. Like, that is what the article is known for. It is known for basically, you know, making fun of the American population. It's made fun of, like, just a parody. But, unfortunately, they're trying to fix a problem by just making a female Latino lead. And so they're just like, you know, we're going to have like a female lead, guys, so we're not all bad. We're actually good people. But no, all they're really doing is fixing a problem that just doesn't need to be fixed and just making themselves look really dumb in the process. I guarantee you $10, like in the story, they're gonna have fucking like everything. They're gonna have like pronouns and everything. Like they're gonna go as they, them, and whatever. Or like I go as a kitchen sink or something. I guarantee it. I guarantee you that's going to be in the story no matter what. But, you know, it's whatever. I just really hope that this isn't true, that, like, the GTA story is going to be like this. I really, really hope that, I really hope that the story isn't like this, because GTA was always known for pushing the envelope. And I'm so glad that this game always did. Rockstar is my favorite company in the fact that they always parody stuff in the American, like, civilization, and that's great. Mortal Kombat used to do that, but, like, then they went woke, too. Like, most companies just end up going woke. Like, I think my favorite example was, like, yeah, with Mortal Kombat. It used to be like that, too, with Rockstar, but then they just went, like, woke and just said, like, oh, we need to, like, actually not be so sexist or whatever, or, like, whatever ist they pretty much were, like, being labeled for that day. I mean, here, I'll put a screenshot up on screen. Like, this is pretty much what the old costumes for females used to look like in old Mortal Kombat games. This is what it used to look like. I'll probably have to, like, heavily censor the image, but, like, that's what it used to look like. But now, it looks like this, and it's just like, we're empowering them! We're not sexist! And that's what they pretty much did. But it's a game, like, people forget that Mortal Kombat is a video game about, like, you know, decapitating people. I thought they forgot that, but nope. They're like, we need to do this because that's what's important. And that's what this kind of sounds like. So when I think that this link isn't true, I mean, I've seen Battlefield, Mortal Kombat, Halo, and every other franchise that I've known kind of take similar notes. So when I see these leaks, I wouldn't be surprised that some of them are actually true, and Rockstar is trying to do that because at the end of the day, it is a business, and they're trying to get money out of people. So I really think that it's honestly true, and especially with, like, this next thing that they have in the article. Here, I'll read it. I'll put a screenshot up. All right, so the next-gen port of GTA 5 that was re-released actually had some transphobic content removed Bloomberg also notes that the police-centric Crooks and Robbers game mode that was coming to GTA was unfortunately cut short due to the unfortunate murder of George Floyd. Again, I remember there was leaks of that mode, and they got rid of it because of like real world like incidents. And this is like kind of no difference, honestly. It isn't. Real world influence or real world events have always influenced gaming, and then people think that gaming's associated with it. It's pretty much been the song and dance for the last 30 years. But unfortunately, like with society nowadays, like it's kind of bleeding into the entertainment market, especially with video games. Like they pretty much have to have like an absolute checklist on like, oh, we have to have this in the game. Oh, we have to have this in the game. Oh, if you don't, you're an ist and phobe or just anything in between. They think that's what you are, but you're not. You're pretty much just like, you're pretty much just getting called that by someone who has like 3 followers and like maybe like a Go Woman thing in their profile or something, or like an anime profile pic, and they're kind of scared of that. I swear, nowadays like people are so scared of like bot Twitter accounts that like they will like grovel. I remember Venegear, if you remember that fiasco, they literally were just so powerless. They looked like they were so defeated after like 3 girls on Twitch made like posts saying like, get rid of Venegear, they're terrible. And they like introduced, I think, like 3 different apologies because of just like the bad traction they were getting on Twitter. I mean it. Big corporations just bow down to like 3 follower like Twitter accounts. It's insane. Look it up. But yeah, that's probably like the most important story. Overall, with these GTA 6 leaks, I hope they're not true, but given pretty much like how gaming has been shaped, and especially after the Mortal Kombat fiasco, I wouldn't be shocked if they're true. I really wouldn't be, because if what's it called, the Marvel movies and everything have been like that, I guarantee you dollars for donuts, the video game industry is not too far behind. So yeah, that's pretty much like my overview. I just wanted to kind of talk about the GTA 6 news. Let me know if you want different gameplay in the background, like Siege, anything like that, let me know. Look, I just want to say this in conclusion. I personally think that the GTA 6 leaks are definitely, take it with a pinch of salt. I definitely don't think they're true. But given recent events that have been happening in the world, I wouldn't be shocked if they're actually true. I think a lot of people are going to hate GTA 6 if this is actually how it goes. I mean, pretty much GTA 6, again, has always pushed the envelope. So if they basically do this where, you know, they have a game where, like, you can't do what you want to do in GTA, then no one's going to buy it. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. I enjoyed making it. Let me know if you want some of these videos in the future. But yeah, I hope everyone has a lovely day or night whenever you are watching this. And I'm still doing the giveaway for the end of July, so just all you gotta do is like, subscribe, and just tell people about this video, and yeah, you can enter the giveaway. Without further ado, have a lovely day, and see you guys next time. Bye-bye.